Hey, what's up guys? Big Time Collector 01 here, back at it again with another face-off review. And today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Puff Outer Wave Extremis Iron Man versus the Marvel Legends Retro Wave Model 20 Iron Man. These two are to be considered really good Iron Mans, maybe even the best Iron Man figures there is. But let's see which one comes out on top. So let's start off round one. And for round one, we have packaging. And as you can see, both these figures have completely different boxes. Starting off with the Extremis Iron Man, as you can see, he comes in that old windowless packaging. You know how I feel about these. I mean, everyone hates these. But taking a closer look, you get a digital render of the figure on the front. Some nice artwork on the side here. You know, you get the Extremis Iron Man. Some more digital renders on the back here. And then you get the rest of the wave on the side. He does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. Get some legalese at the bottom, Avengers logo at the top, and not much else. Now taking a look at the Model 20 Iron Man, he comes in that new retro card Iron Man wave, which looks amazing. I really do like this packaging. It invokes that 90s toy feel. You got some really nice artwork on the front, the figure clearly displayed. Not much more at the bottom. And then looking at the back, you can see like the schematics here, and then you get a little bit of a bio up the top here if you want to read it. Pause it right now if you can see. And with this round, you'd think there'd be an obvious winner, but really, I'm going to give it a tie because one, no one likes these windowless packagings. These always lose, but this is kind of inaccurate. This is based on the 90s animated series and toy line. But this armor came out in 2002, so this armor, is way past this animated series. So it just doesn't really make sense for him to be in this box. So this round is a draw. Now moving on to round two, we have accessories. They both come with a pair of fists. They also come with a pair of open repulsor hands that have the peg holes in them. The Extremis Iron Man comes with these two yellowish orange blast effects, which are really cool. These are, the standard Iron Man accessories. You can also plug these into the feet. And the Model 20 Iron Man comes with these blue ones, but he doesn't just come with two. He comes with 4. That's a really nice, addition. I like having 4 of these blast effects. That way you can have 2 at the hands and 2 at the feet. It's really cool, but they are missing that little end piece, like that little star piece, but I'm fine with it if it gives us the 4, so that's really nice. I really do like that a lot. The Extremis Iron Man comes with your standard, amount of Marvel Legends Iron Man accessories, the 2 fists, and then the 2 repulsor blasting hands and effects. But the new Model 20 comes with the 4 effects, which is always great to see on a Iron Man figure, so he takes the win. Now moving on to round 3, we have Paint and Sculpt. Taking a look at the Model 20 Iron Man first, I think this figure looks really cool. Both these figures are actually 100% new sculpt, so that's always nice to see. And I love how shiny and metallic this new Iron Man is. You can just see that shiny gold just, reflect the light really nice. The red looks nice as well. And again, the detailing on this figure is just immaculate. It's always nice to see a newly sculpted figure. Like, it's 100% new sculpt. Everything here is new parts, so I'm always happy to see that. Taking a look at the chest, the unibeam, that's what they would call it. It's not an arc reactor, or at that time it wasn't the arc reactor, it's called a unibeam. And it looks nice. I really do like the white, paint to make it look like it's actually glowing. It looks great. Again, just this figure looks awesome. The gold is actually cast out of the marbleized plastic, but it's not that bad looking. It actually looks pretty decent on this figure, so I'm really glad that it looks nice. It doesn't have all that marbling on it, so again, really cool. As you can see, he has the pinless double jointed elbows and 1 pin in the knee, but it actually works with the design, so I'm not going to be complaining about it. I mean, I never really complained about pins in the figure, but it actually works with the design. As you can see here, this isn't a pin, but it's just like that. It's supposed to look like one for the shoulder or the ankle pad, and it just works well here, so, it doesn't bother me. It actually works with the design, and I like that a lot. And now taking a look at the Extremis Iron Man, again, it has a 100% new sculpt. It looks great. I do like this look a lot. This is probably one of my favorite Iron Man looks. I do like it. It is, the biggest inspiration for the MCU armor. As you can see, the head sculpt looks great. Again, I really like the gold on this figure. I like how they had the eyes painted yellow. They're a little off, but you know, at a distance, it doesn't really matter. Again, it has that nice white in the unibeam right there. Again, just it looks really good. And all this is, you know, painted, you know, the gold is painted instead of casted in that gold plastic. And a lot of people say the colors are dull on this figure, like, are really dull, and I would agree, but it's very accurate to the source material. Like, even in the Extremis comics, you know, his armor looked very dull like this, and so I have to give Hasbro credit for making it look very comic accurate, and I do like that a lot. And again, both elbows and knees are pinless, but this, you know, little circle here, it looks like a pin, but it's not. And again, it would have just integrated with the design if they did a pin, but it is pinless. And for this round, I'm going to have to give it a draw because both these figures look great. They're both 100% new sculpt. And, you know, with that, it's really hard to determine a winner. So this round is a tie. And now moving on to round 4, we have Articulation. Both figures have a ball joint with a disc hinge at the base of the neck. They can look up that much and can look down that much. That looks very painful for Extremis. Just look at that neck. It looks crazy, but he can look down that much. But the Model 20 also has a dumbbell joint at the base of the neck, so if you want some extra movement, you can get it out of there. So that's always nice. But of course, both heads can tilt a little bit and also rotate. Shoulders can move up that much, which is pretty much the same. The Model 20, it has, you know, is pegged in at the shoulders, so you can actually move them a bit. This one here at the Extremis, they're actually, you know, glued to the shoulders, so you're going to have it like this, but they will get out of the way for some movement. And of course, both of them can rotate, but the Model 20 has a butterfly joint, which is really nice to see on an Iron Man figure. So that's awesome. I'm very happy that they finally given an Iron Man figure some butterfly joints. Just look at the movement on that. That's amazing. I love that. Both have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. The Model 20 has a deeper bend, and both of their wrists can rotate and hinge. But for the Model 20, and because of the design, it has this thing on the back of the wrist which can't move up at, like, it can barely move up, which is my biggest complaint about the figure. Like with the repulsor blast hands, I can barely get it to look up where it looks normal. Like, look, this is like the farthest I can have it go up, and that looks horrible. I am very disappointed with these things. If they just had cut this like end part off, it would give it some more movement, but like seriously, like, come on. I can barely move that up, and it's so bad. But the Extremis IronMan has no problem hinging the wrist. Both have a diaphragm joint or a dumbbell at the, you know, in the torso, and both can crunch back that much, with the Model 20 having a surprisingly good amount, but, you know, Extremis has more. But Extremis can barely crunch forward. Both can also tilt and rotate. But the Model 20 has a waist cut as well. Their legs can kick out that much, and it's about the same. But with the Extremis IronMan, you can move these little discs out the way. You can actually unpeg them if you want to, like so, and, you know, just that way you can get some movement out there. They both kick forward about the same amount. Both have a thigh cut, with Extremis having a really hidden, you know, cut, which is really nice. Double jointed knees, and both can hinge down, up, and have ankle pivot. But the Model 20 has a rotation at the ankle as well. The Extremis IronMan has really good articulation, but that crunch forward at the diaphragm joint is really bad, but he can at least hinge his wrists. But the Model 20 IronMan has just more, you know, articulation points. He has a waist cut, he has butterfly joints, he has an ankle rotation, but those hinged wrists really hurt the figure. But again, just more articulation in general. And before we move on to the final round, let's do some comparisons first. Measuring these two out, the Extremis IronMan comes to 6 3/4 inches tall, while the Model 20 comes to almost 7 inches. And here are these two Iron Men next to two previous Iron Mans that I've had in my collection. We have the AI Iron Man and then the Invincible Iron Man. Almost forgot the name. And then here are these two Iron Man next to some X-Men characters. We have the X-Men 97 Wave 1 Wolverine and the X-Men 97 Wave 2 Cyclops. And for a Spider-Man comparison, here they are next to the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. And I just really want to see what a Tony Stark head sculpt looked like on these figures. The only comic book one I have is the Invincible Iron Man, the one from the one we just saw. And here it is on the Extremis IronMan. I think that looks really cool. I do like that a lot. And then here it is on the new Model 20 Iron Man, and it does look cool. I do like it. The neck is a little long, but you can make it work. And for the final round, we have price. Both these figures are both I got on BBTS, and both are available right now on BBTS and Amazon, anywhere you can find your Marvel Legends, and both retail for $25.99. And I have to say, both figures are pretty well worth it. That's a pretty good price for both of these figures. And I gotta say, because, you know, these figures are 100% new sculpt. Oh, there's so much new sculpt work to it. It really feels worth it for both of them. I also really like the articulation and extra accessories that we get for the Model 20. So, again, both feel pretty much worth it. If you're gonna go for one, I would probably say go for the new Model 21, since it's more recent and it's out right now. You can find it in stores. But, you can still pretty much find the Extremis one pretty easily. Like I said, I got mine on BBTS. You can find them on Amazon. I have seen the Extremis one go for $30, but again, there's a bunch of new sculpt work to it. So, again, it's pretty much worth it. Both these figures are priced pretty much the same. So, this round is a tie. But the winner of this battle goes to the Model 20 Iron Man, 2-0. And there you guys have it. There's my Marvel Legends Iron Man face-off. And what did you guys think? Did you think the Extremis Iron Man should have won? I actually like this Extremis Iron Man a lot. Maybe a little bit maybe a little bit better than the new Model 20. But both figures are great in their own right. Both are 100% new sculpts, and both are pretty good. This was a very close match. A lot of ties in this face-off. But ultimately, the new Model 20 won. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. And if you want to get these figures, you can find them both in stock on BBTS right now. Or you can find the Extremis Iron Man you can find on Amazon and on BBTS. But you can also find this new Model 20 Iron Man on Hasbro Pulse, Amazon, BBTS, or even in stores right now. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.